Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Music Den. I'm your host, Armando Venditti. Hoping you guys are having a good Friday. This is my seventh attempt to record this video, so I'm going to get this done, whether, come hell or high water. In this video, I'm going to be doing an album review of the latest release from the Rolling Stones, Hackney Diamonds. Now, Hackney Diamonds is the Rolling Stones' 24th British and 26th American release, released today, October the 20th, 2023, through Polydor Universal Music. The album was produced by the Glimmer Twins, otherwise known as Mick Jagger, Keith Richards. Also on production duties, you have Don Was, who has worked with Bonnie Raitt, Bob Dylan, just to name two. Also on production duties and songwriting duties, you have Andrew Watt. Andrew Watt has worked most recently with, with Ozzy Osbourne on his last two albums, Ordinary Man and Patient Number 9. The album was recorded in spurts between February of 2019 up until January 23rd of 2023. The recording process was obviously interrupted by the COVID pandemic, also by the death of Charlie Watts. Charlie Watts does play drums on two tracks on this album. You also have Bill Wyman playing on one track. So at least on one track, you have what some would consider the classic 70s, 80s lineup of the band. The drums are otherwise played by Steve Jordan on the album. Bass is played by Daryl Jones. The push for this album in terms of advertising has been massive. I do not remember an album being pushed this much by a record company in recent years. I think it's got to do with the fact that the last release of original material was 2005's A Bigger Bang through Virgin Records. There are two track listings. The Japanese track listing has a 13th track. The track listing that's released in the rest of the world up to this point, as far as I know, has 12 tracks. The 13th track is a track called Living in a Ghost Town. I have not heard that track yet. I pre-ordered this album on September the 4th when the album was announced. I did pre-order it through Amazon.ca as of September the 4th. As of today. Sorry, it's been one of those days, guys. As of today, I have not received any notification from Amazon as to when I will be receiving the album. I've heard rumblings that some people received notification that they will be receiving their album as late as November the 11th. I will be getting my copy from my local record store. The album for me is a return to form. Very catchy, very melodic, a lot of good, fantastic guitar work from Keith Richards on this album. The lead-off single, Angry, which is the lead-off track, and the first of three tracks co-written by Andrew Watt with Keith Richards and Mick Jagger, who handles songwriting duties for the album, is quite melodic, quite memorable. Really catchy chorus. The next track is one called Get Close. Good rhythm guitar, nice catchy chorus. There is a sax solo on this. It's adds a nice touch to it. According to my notes on Wikipedia, there's no mention of who plays sax. When I get the album, I will be checking that out, but it is very good. The next track, Depending on You, is the last of the three tracks that were co-written by Andrew Watt. Good slide guitar on this track, very melodic. Track 4 is a track called Bite My Head Off. Now, this is featuring Paul McCartney on bass. He plays some really good distorted heavy bass on this track. Very fast-paced rocker. And Keith, I was going to say Keith Richards, Mick Jagger's vocal delivery on this track, it is so aggressive. The last time I remember him being this ballsy on the track was Rip This Joint from Exile on Main Street. Just amazing. Um, Whole Wild World is next. Good guitar tone, very catchy chorus. The next track is Dreamy Skies. Now, this is where the band slows down a little bit. Has a nice blues country feel, good acoustic slide guitar on this. Just a very relaxed feel in this track. It's almost like you're like sitting around a campfire and you're, just reminiscing about your life and stuff, right? Just great. The next track is called Mess You Up, or Mess It Up, sorry. Mess You Up, sorry. Mess It Up. And it's basically the guy saying that he's not going to mess his life up over somebody and over a relationship, and that he's moved on, and that he wants to be left alone. Fantastic, very melodic, catchy chorus, nice rhythm guitar on this. Next track is one of the tracks featuring, or the second of the two tracks featuring Elton John on piano. The first one is Get Close. This track is called Live by the Sword. This is a track that features all five members of the Rolling Stones from the 70s, 80s lineup. This is just the best bitchy track delivered by Mick Jagger. Just amazing. Good, straightforward rocker. Good guitar. Very sort of like deadpan delivery in that, just in your face. Like, if you're going to act like a, pardon my language, if you're going to act like a bitch, you're going to be treated like one. Okay? Like, you're not going to get any special treatment from him or from anyone if you're going to behave like a skank. All right? Next up is Driving Me Too Hard. Nice rhythm guitar on this track. There are nice guitar flourishes from Keith Richards. I gotta say that Keith Richards playing on this album is just amazing. I mean, I've always known he was a good guitarist, but he worked his ass off on this album. I gotta tell you, like, I mean, he's done some great work. Next one on it, track 10, is the one and only track sung by Keith Richards. Short 2-minute plus track called Tell It To Me, Tell Me Straight, not Tell It To Me Straight, Tell Me Straight. And nice slow paced rhythm on this track. Just sort of, he's basically saying, if you're going to leave me, just tell me. If it's over, let me know. Good relationship song. The next track is the longest track on the album, 7 minutes plus, something like 7 minutes, 30 seconds. Sweet Sounds of Heaven, featuring Stevie Wonder on piano and organ. Good slow blues feel, gospel feel also. This is the duet with Lady Gaga. They sort of do like a call and response between her and Mick Jagger. Very good, slow paced. Almost feel like you're in church, right? Fantastic track. And the one cover on this album is Rolling Stones Blues, which is a Muddy Waters cover, and they pretty much do a fantastic version of it. They treat the vocals like he's singing through like a megaphone kind of a situation. Short track, like 2 minutes plus. Great track. Overall, I would say out of the 12 tracks, 11 are pretty much memorable and will get you through. I mean, if you want a really good hooky, pop-oriented, melodic, but also good rocking album, a good mix, this is the one for you. Okay? Please, down below, let me know what you think of Hackney Diamonds once you've listened to it. Depending on which version you get. If you've heard the 13th track on the Japanese release, Living in a Ghost Town, please let me know what it's like. I will also check it out on YouTube. And you can access this album in full on YouTube. So please, down below, once you've heard the album, let me know what you think of the album. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Do you think that Rolling Stones are past their prime, or do you think that this is as I do, a return to form for the band? Please let me know. Program change. Bill Schuster messaged me today stating that we were going to have to reschedule our episode of talking about the Rocky Horror and Little Shop of Horrors soundtracks. And I will be doing a video with Peter Kent tomorrow on ranking the albums of The Who. And I will be doing an album ranking on the John Lennon discography with Ryan Gavalier, hopefully next Friday. So please stay tuned for all that. And again, please click like and subscribe and hit the notification bell to keep yourselves on top of any new content that I've got coming up. And hopefully you guys having a good day. And I will see you soon with another video. Bye for now.